这集我们不进去了，跟着他走。
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you.
跟着他去干什么呢？
Hey, sir, hear me out, please.
All right. I'm all ears.
It's a good thing you're here, sir. You ain't local, are you? I've never seen you or the other gent who came with you.
That's right. We're not from round here. We came to see Sir Yaramir on Lord von Bergov's business.
That's just it. I ain't seen Sir Yaramir in ages. Them new men-at-arms are in charge now. They told us they're Sir Yaramir's friends guarding the fortress against the bandits in these parts. But there aren't half a lot of them, sir. Day and night they come and go. And there never was that many men-at-arms here, long as I can remember. Oh, shit. I think some guards are coming this way. They mustn't see me, otherwise I'll be for it. Mark my words, sir. Something ain't right here.
Huh? I heard something suspicious here. It would never have occurred to me that it was you, sir. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like that. Someone might mistake you for a hare and shoot you. And that would be most unfortunate.
Thanks for your concern. I'm fine. I may have the ears of a fox and the eyes of a hawk. I'm nothing like a hare, though.
Well, I've got the nose of a wolf, so watch out. You're an honored guest. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like some wild boar. All your needs will be taken care of in the fortress, as hospitality demands.
Oh.
There ain't nothing to see here, sir.
可怕，也就是说这边应该是进了土匪窝了。
Feed the pigs, weed the beds, fix the rooms. Let me be, sir. I don't have anything to say. Greeting.
Lovely horses you have.
Aye.
There must be more of them than men in the... What stroke of luck?
这之前骑马
So
的
there is...
Bollocks! Why not do... We some...
这个会掉哦。
I'll show you.
All right. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path there, and at the mill, there's this granary in front of the dike. And behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow, and then back to the fortress. First one back, you'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best. None of us can beat him. But if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our...
That's fair.
Great. I'll...
啊，这个马就先跑到那边去啊。
Quick! Go!
真吗？
Go! Keep it up!
哎呀，我真是。笨死了！
Quick!
哎，真的很难骑耶，这小灰不要了吧？
Whoa!
You really are.
You're right. Is Hurtle really your best horse?
He certainly is. You beat Hurtle, so, like I promised,
The pleasure is all mine.
if you're so delighted, race again.
I want to hear about the horses. The race was nice, but now...
Well, if you... Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into
是
them
呀
and hacked them
刚
to
刚是那
pieces.
个路
A
好
couple of our
窄
lads
哦。
didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses.
Where did you fight?
And not far from the stream that
池塘
feeds
溪
into
流不远
Nabokov
的
Pond.
地
They were
方。
just watering their horses with...
Good for you.
Too right.
I see. Take good care.
I will. And if you don't have a sore ass getting away from his guard duty and having a...
It's get ready to leave, Henry. Lord von Bergov is expecting us.
这边，哎呦，真的，我觉得不应该要小灰，太浪费了，特别不好操控。
What a nag.
It's a good thing you've come. Excellent. My favorite retainer and protector just when I need him. The mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, Andy promised to send some men to help Lord von... What about you?
I had a great time. I did some riding. I left their rider so far behind, it'll keep...
Ha! Good stuff. Nobody gets the better of us rat-eye lads. But now back to our duties. We return to Lord von Bergov.
Wait,
Why?
I know it sounds odd, but... There's something fishy here.
Henry.
Please.
All right. And above all, I don't want any more trouble.
Sure.
I won't wait forever. Or we'll meet back at Trotsky. But I won't be...
还有什么东西呢？地牢里面有个人。地牢在哪里啊？
I'm sorry.
What?
Your lord is ready to leave and he looks pretty impatient. Shouldn't you join him?
我不能赶走他。
Your lord is waiting for you at the stables. I must be mad. Your place is by your lord's side and not here, don't you think?
什么干嘛一直赶我走呢？
At the risk of repeating myself, your lord is waiting for you at the stables.
不行哎。
I reckon your place is by your lord's side and not here, don't you think?
直接要把我们赶走了。
At the risk of
完了，
your lord is waiting for you at the stables.
等等，
I'm sorry, but your lord is ready.
不是443这个。这个少主一出来就不好弄了啊。
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
I've got this pretty pilgrim's badge.
God bless you, sir.
Tell me.
Nothing much. What's worse? Today, but tomorrow will be better.
I know what you mean.
The prisoners?
You have prisoners?
Aye.
Good point.
A couple of poachers. God be with you, sir. Any idea what that was? I'll go there. Huh? Stop fooling around with those stones.
哎，
I have. Did I imagine it? Fuck it.
What do you want now? You've already taken sooner or later out of on.
Hold on. You've got me mixed up with someone. It was Lord von Bergov who sent me here.
What? If you're not one of those cutthroats, what are you doing
放在
here?
那个熏干
I came
有
from
那个
Trotsky
熏干
on a
设施
mission
的
from
地
Lord
图
von
上。
Bergov.
Thank God. Fortune smiles on me. I'm Yarmir Nebok. You gallop back to Trotsky and tell Sir Otto that bandits have seized the fortress and are holding me captive. Tell him to bring an army and put an end to their mischief.
When we arrived, their lead...
The bastard!
Who is he?
I haven't a clue. I've never seen him before, and he didn't bother to introduce himself. His men call him Captain. But the way he behaves and speaks, I reckon he's high-born. Now, stop wasting time. Go and tell Otto von Bergau.
How did they take the fortress, then?
We don't have time for storytelling, for Christ's sake. If they catch you here, all will be lost. Hurry back to Trotsky.
我想听，
You're
好吧
right,？ sir. I'll tell Lord von
困难的。
Bergov everything.
God,
I can't go straight away. I have to wait till my lord's meeting is...
for God, at least get your horses ready. God,
Go sniff somewhere else. Who goes there? Leave it.
You're not allowed.
I'm sorry.
Who's there?
Lord is ready to leave.
这就滚，这就滚，这就滚。
I don't want to be in the box. Keep your lord waiting. Huh? I reckon you ought to by your Hey! You're not allowed here!
哎，怎么走错了吗？啊，另一边呢？
What's that?
Good thing you've come. We're all finished here. Now back to Trotsky.
可恶！
Lord be with you.
You silly doggy.
Excellent! My favorite retainer. The mission is fulfilled. And he promised to send some men to help Lord. What about you?
Fucking hell, Hans. You can be glad you're alive.
Is there something wrong?
You bet there is. The whole fortress has been taken over by bandits. They attacked it and took Sir Yaramir prisoner. They're pretending to be his garrison. And you didn't speak to Nebak, but to their chief. Thank Christ they didn't take you prisoner as well.
What?
I found the real Nebak in jail. I swear to God it's all
不
true.
能了，
We
没
have to
赛，
disappear as quickly as
可惜
possible
了。
before they take us captive as well.
Oh, shit. Well, then we better leave right now. You can explain it properly on the way.
不，赶紧走！跑得比兔子还快。
Yo, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. I was somewhat afraid they might send someone after us. Especially after what you said on the way about Sir Yaramir being a prisoner. It was clever of you to sniff out the deception, Henry. I take my hat off to you. Lord von Berghoff must be informed.
Of course.
宣告你们顺利归来。
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry,
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Yaramir?
那这个领主其实也没什么实力嘛，兵就那么一点点。
The situation is worse than you can imagine. Nebakov Fortress has been taken over by bandits, and Sir Yaramir is their prisoner.
What?
Their leader posed as Sir Yaramir. While I negotiated with him, Henry found out the truth.
Sir Yaramir urgently requests that you send a force to Nebakov and free him.
I will, of course. The news might actually be better than it seems.
什么？
What's good about it?
At last, we know where to strike. They thought they would gain a foothold, but instead they walked into a trap.
为什么
Nebakov
呀？
will be easy to besiege. We will set out when we have enough men mustered. That heap of sticks will not last a day against
什么
my
意
knights.
思啊？
You can count on us, sir.
I should hope so. I'm sure young Lord Capon is eager to demonstrate his valor in the field. And just maybe, Henry, you will win your knight's spurs.
We
我没
will
搞懂。
support you in the field, of course. But
那
before we
我
take
不
the
应
fortress,
该告发他们
I'm
吗？
very keen to finish the business we came about.
There will be time enough for that. There are several loose ends to tidy up before we attack Nebakov. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
什么意思嘛？没搞懂，
How？
你能不能告诉我一
Stroke
下
of？ luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack.
那我再入了。诶，搞得有点乱呢。
It's a good thing you've come. We're all... Excellent! The mission is fulfilled. And he promised to send... What about you?
Fucking hell, Hans.
Is there something...
You bet there is. They're pretending to be his garrison. And you didn't speak to Nebak, but to their chief. Thank Christ they didn't take you prisoner as well.
What?
I found the real Nebak. We have to
Oh, shit! Well, then we better leave right now. You can explain it properly on the way.
可恶！那就是看不能告发他了。那直接走了。呀、yeah. 我还想比赛完再走呢。
Blessings to you. Talk to the knobs, not us commoners.
喂，什么情况？他待会就走了呀？这么没耐心的吗？
I'm here, Sir Han.
At last.
不是，才这么一会，他就耐不住性子跑路了。反正那边是被叛军攻占了。
But it's good. We'll pass on Sir Yaromir's messages to Lord von Bergov, and our work will be done.
Of course.
报告。
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Yaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Yaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen.
Roughly what I expected. Thank you, Lord Capon. The reserves are being assembled, and we'll soon have a strong enough force to deal with that rebel.
But Lord Nebak had a lot more men in his fortress. He's definitely not sent...
That's true. He insisted he couldn't send more men.
The fortress is on an outcrop with 1 approach road, and pretty well fortified. It could be held by 5 men with 1 arm tied behind their backs.
That's probably true, but some of the men you saw there aren't his own. They're hired mercenaries, and the contract he signed with them binds them to protect the fortress. If he were to send them out into the field, he'd have to pay extra, and he can't afford to. So he's sending his own armed men, who are his to use as he sees fit, and the rest have to stay at the fortress.
Nebag has hired mercenaries, does he? How many?
Around a dozen would be my estimate.
Interesting. Thank you, gentlemen, for this little service. But we haven't been idle either. I have some news you might be interested in. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about
torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. Make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt. And if someone in the region is helping them, I want to know who.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I've a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there.
Well,
we'll interrogate him, sir.
I thought you would want to settle scores for the ambush.
Have you forgotten what they did to Oates and the others? What they put us through?
No, I haven't. But I'm a Christian, and I won't lower myself to their level. We'll get it out of him without torture.
We shall see about that. But who knows? You have already surprised me once or twice. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
光临的，等等，我什么都不知道，感觉不说
I
法。
don't know of anything that should.
Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things, you will most likely find him at the sword fighting arena
我还以
in
为
the
发
outer
现公司的剑术
fortifications.
场。
That is all.
Let's go a little farther so he doesn't hear us.
那个新郎有问题，我们没看到哦。
What do you think about
Are you talking about...
what else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. You know how they say the ends justify the means? That applies exactly to our situation. Like I said, if we can manage it without torturing, all the better.
不喜欢这样子
Look at it
的。
another way. We're doing von Bergov a favor by doing this. You know what that means, right? He'll be indebted to us. And maybe we'll come to terms with him. It's worth a try.
But you heard von Bergov.
Look, if we're really convincing, he might get scared and start... But if not...
I don't even know how to torture
I don't even know how to torture badly. For things like that, nobles have... minions. Us. Come on. Torturing people. What have I gotten myself into?
能嘴炮吗？这么看，他这个领地周围真是危机四伏哦。
So, it's up to us again.
试一下，但我看有没有我的口才能不能再升一升。最终拉伸。
You go first.
哼，好吧。
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you, if you're not guards?
My name is Henry, and this is Hans Capon.
Sir Hans Capon to you.
We're here at the behest of Laura von Berghoff, but we're not his soldiers.
Vermin just the same.
You know what? Let's try it the easy way. If you tell us what we want to know, nothing will happen to you.
Fuck off, bastard!
This is going.
You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like... like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongues and shove them up your arse, you horse and traitor!
I'm no traitor.
Everyone who's in league with that bastard von Berghoff is a traitor.
Shut your mouth. No filthy bandit and murderer is going to lecture us here.
Phew.
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
与斯特万和人在一起吗？
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
Ish? Who?
Istvan.
It's been a pleasure. Fuck off.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
哎呀！
Your leader. Who is he? You think you can impress him, do you? By how heroic and tough you are. But you know how it really is? You're nothing to them. They've probably written you off long ago. Am I right?
Exactly.
The world is full of ingratitude. You're here trying to hold your tongue like a monk under a vow of silence, and they couldn't care less.
Well, there's some truth in that. I don't know him very well.
羊，
They call him Jan.
谢老王灯牌啊！
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. But he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
One more time. Is there an Istvan among you?
He's with your...
Don't you dare say anything about my family. Do you know him or not?
I don't know him, you whoreson.
哦，准备行进。
Now, there's no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him,
好的，问出来了。
but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally something we can agree on.
How do you mean? Odd.
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
他有什么样的剑？
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
那要是问不出来呢？
To hell with you. Where's that band of yours hiding?
哎呀， 赌一把能保存吗？
I'll ask again. You think you're real important. Only you're just a poor wretch living a... No one respects you. Even if you somehow slipped away back to your lair, wherever it is, do you think they'll thank you? No fucking way.
Nabokov. It's
内
Nabokov.
巴科
You're
夫，
lying. I was just there and spoke directly with Lord Nabak.
Looks like our fellas pulled the wool over your eyes.
那还是问出来了
How
呀。
did you manage that?
Old Nabak is a gullible fool, like you two. And stupid as he is, he didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with one finger up our noses.
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just common bandits.
哦，
Indeed not. We actually give a shit about the fate of this land. And above all, We don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you!
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
为什么扶起
Why
我
did you
们呢？
ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before. And I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters, my innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Bergov's side deserve to die.
为什么呢？
But we're not on von Bergov's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
啊！
Nah, you're not worth the effort. Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Bergov.
哦，快说！
You must tell me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks!
Oh, is it? If he really wanted to help you, von Bergov wouldn't come out of it alive. I want that bastard's name, now!
Kurva!
The name, say the name!
Olda! Sabine!
The groom!
诶，真是新
That's why
郎
he left
呀
his！own wedding.
Jesus
哦，
Christ! And what about the others? Once von Bergov finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing! If you tell him, their blood will be on
你
your
们告诉
hands!
他
Von
哦，
Bergov isn't a madman. He'll meet justice
原来是
out
这样
fairly.
子，堡垒人都无辜。
My arse!
I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Bergov has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Bergov too. I pray someone will
这是
send
什么
you
意
there.
思呢？他们是想攻占这片领地吗？还是那个冯布尔高压迫的太过分
How do you
了？
feel?
Well, it's not a pleasant feeling. But I'm glad that in the end we didn't have to... you know...
I reckon he told us everything we wanted to know.
Yes, good work. There's some fella called Jan in charge. They occupied Nabokov, and that bastard Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end about that Samin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Samin turned against von Bergov? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it too?
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
应该保密
Well,
哦。
that's exactly why I think we should keep the news about young Semin's involvement to ourselves for now.
I'm not so sure, Henry. Von Bergov trusted in us. Won't be tired as if he ever discovers we lied to him. But do what you think is right.
汇报审讯结果。咦，总觉得冯布尔高是个坏人了。不是，作为一个领主，怎么他领地下人都对他这么反感呢？没搞懂。诶，不屈不挠。不过这版确实把我们的信使给杀了耶。下午好。
Praise the Lord.
嗯，不是找你吗？
I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hush.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
等等，
Your suspicions about the folk in the region haven't proved true. It seems the bandits are working on their own.
That doesn't sound right to me.
真的吗？
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, sir.
Nobody could be such a fool as to stand against you, sir.
Perhaps.
就这些了。
That's all we found out.
Very well then. In any event, the die has been
不
cast.
过
Ashe,
正常来说，我觉得
prepare your men.
等等，
You will head to Simin to find out more. Maybe someone noticed something.
Yes, sir.
There were many people at their wedding. Perhaps someone noticed something. Such a thing as betrayal is not so easily concealed.
I understand, sir. Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper
那这么
courtyard.
就还
We
是发
won't
现有问
wait
题
for
吗？
laggards, so be there on time.
等待哈舍克召集部队，跟塔方谈谈。
Should we ride out for...
Wait! We still have to wait for Hashek. Von Bergov is taking this all a bit too seriously, don't you think?
Are you surprised? He only got out of that ambush alive by a hair's breadth.
Well, so did we. I'm gonna go to the stables and wait there for our departure. Come with me if you want.
All right.
对，哇，这么久的啊！
There you are. Can we get going?
等等，那这后面应该是个长任务了。